Hello. Um, Sequel time, sequel time, sequel time. Um, the last night is on tonight, so I watched a little bit of it, remembering how bad it was. Then I looked up all the scenes because the best things about it are like tiny, tiny, tiny parts of it, which is Lennox and Simmons. However, Lennox was dubbed to be he turned against the Autobots. Um, but like a Witwicky is so weird. Like it's obviously a nod to Sam Witwicky and Archibald Witwicky, but apparently the Witwicky started with fucking Arthur and Merlin. So like, how the fuck does that make any sense? Also, wasn't that the movie where like within the same scene it had a bunch of fucking different like aspect ratios that was so like even watching the clips like within the same like fucking 5 second clip it was just different aspect ratios like what was that like in the cinema. I can understand in Aquaman where it goes from like theatrical a widescreen to like full screen and it's like an explosion of like going into the world. It's cool, but then this it didn't work with last night. You know, fucking 5 different fucking aspect ratios due to the cameras, man. Use the same fucking camera, man. Michael Bay, you make amazing action movies, but fuck me, it's also sad to know we won't see Lennox or Simmons again. They were setting up for a Transformers 6, but since last night fucking failed, there's never going to be it. Like, unless they were like, let's finish the story of it in one more film and connect that into our reboot. Which people thought was going to happen because people thought initially that Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast were set in the past, but that wouldn't make any sense because Optimus doesn't come to Earth until 2007 in the Bayverse movies. Also, I'm fucking so excited to play Alan Wake 2. It won so many Game of the Year awards. David Harewood's in it, who I know as Martian Manhunter from Supergirl in the Arrowverse. He's a phenomenal actor. He was one of the best parts of that fucking show because he played Hank Henshaw as well. This is a Cyborg Superman. So Sam, apparently, because also here's the thing. Apparently, I was confused when we were playing the first DLC when it was talking about Mr. Scratch. I'm like, did I forget something from the last episode? That's what I was thinking happening. But apparently, Mr. Scratch is the main antagonist in the Alan Wake American Nightmare thing. So that standalone game happened before the DLCs, and I don't have access to them. I can't play them because that's only a 360 and a PC experience. So that explains that. Also, apparently, I was confused why Alex Casey is like, because I heard that was Sam Lake played Alex Casey or something like that. In the game, like, hang on, how does that make he's a character? Then I realized, then I haven't even watched the trailer, but then when I was watching a recap of the game, because I wanted to know what happened in not only Nightmare but Control, because Alan Wake was in Control to an extent, especially there was a DLC called Alan Wake. What was it? Oh. Control AWE, I think it was. AWE, which I assume is Alan Wake Experience or something. I don't know. So then it said that Alex Casey is now a real being because of his writings, apparently. I wonder how it's gonna go because they know of Alex Casey due to the books. I do wonder if the people who read the books will see him in person, like. But then again, Alan Wake is gone, right? Did they forget about it? I don't know. I'm excited to know. But there's a bunch of collectibles I need to get, and technically it's a 13-hour plat. Alan Wake 1 wasn't that, it was more, it was like a 24-hour plat. So theoretically I can get this done in one playthrough. But most likely I'm gonna miss something. And I kind of want to do another playthrough of it, maybe. It's just depending. But I do want to play Control now, because Control looks fucking insanely good. And I don't know if I can play Quantum Break, but I probably would, maybe. Yeah, all the Remedy games, because they're all connected. So now because Quantum Break's about time travel. This is about... I don't know what Control's about. What is Control about? I don't fucking know. Grab me the remote. So I don't need to fucking walk or climb later on. Here it is. Anyways, let us play Alan Wake. I'm excited, bro. I'm very excited for this game. Because, it reminds me, it's a Jacksepticeye video that they did for Alan Wake, but they never played Alan Wake on stream, I don't know of. Maybe he just wanted to play it himself. Fair enough. Because the only brand new games he's done was God of War and Spider-Man. The only reason being because he did those games when they first came out in 2018. But I'm fucking excited to play fucking God of War. God of War is going to happen. Guaranteed to be this year. In a couple months. Guaranteed. So yeah. Because doing the MCU stuff, then we'll be doing Nax and straight into God of War. That is the plan. The plan. I'm so excited. Also, I want to play the Transformers games. I bought them to do a YouTube series on them because they kind of connect to Rise of the Darkspark, which is the Age of Extinction game, basically. Then they did War and Fall of Cybertron. So I'll try to get my hands on those games eventually. But I did buy Deadpool, the PS4 copy, for like fucking $90 because it's very rare. I have it on PS3, but I want the PS4 copy because I want to be able to play it on PS5. Also, something about last night, I think it was lackluster, is getting Bumblebee his voice. Because it wasn't as like iconic as Optimus's voice, you know? Especially in Bumblebee as well. Ow! That did hurt. Probably has 113 collectible locations. And they're all required to get trophies. Alright. Let's do it. Let us do it. Alan Wake 2. Bought this game under 24 hours ago, and I have it downloaded, and now I'm gonna play it in 3, 2, 1. it's just going to be crazy in it. Northlight, Epic Games. I forget Epic Games did this. Apparently they wanted to do the sequel years ago, but they just couldn't have the funding to do so. This game came out in October. You know, people should read this, but no one's gonna read for a game, man. I wrote the circle, which is standard for games. Oh. Photosensitive. Also, I can't watch this stream on my iPhone because it's apparently scary, just like Robocop. So who knows, will there be sexual references, or there be like graphical, because this game looks incredibly good. You know, remastered looked pretty decent, but then this is like photorealistic, nearly. I don't think my display supports HDR. I mean, on stream, it looks way more darker than it actually is, for me. That's good enough, I think. I suppose. No. Also, January check-in, even though... Oh, maybe it's playing a brand new game. What is the reward for the January check-in? The fuck is that? Is this the rabbit from fucking... Astro's Playroom? Was it 50 before? Let's make it 60. English, yes. Quality of performance. Let's do performance. If I don't really know what that means, let's do performance. Here it is. Here's the thing. Hair is the thing that makes the men the men. Damn, there's a lot of fucking interface things. I'll use... Nah. It looks so much like the actor, bro. I mean, I paid for it, might as well use it. That thing is, I mean, I kind of... This looks like more Men in Black than fucking... This looks better. But then the Windbreaker, she's an FBI agent. Is her head turned a bit, or is it just her face? Yeah, her lips are moving. But with him, it's the exact same. Anyways, let's get this shit. I'm so excited. I'm actually really excited for this game. Even though the clunkiness of Alan Wake 1 was kind of annoying, but the story of Alan Wake 1 was phenomenal. You know, I'll remember that forever. Anyways, let's go. I'm glad I played it. It's done, but... Oh, that's before I wanted to begin it. I wanted to see the trophies. Because that's what I always do. 67 trophies for the plat. Fuck me. Look at the 68 with the 2 DLCs. Fuck me. And apparently there is chapter select to an extent. A bunch of them are hidden, so I'm assuming they're story related, maybe. Anyways, I want to just get in and just fucking dick around. Normal? Story, normal, or hard? The fuck? One, like, 2, story, normal. It's a little bit weird saying that. There is a nightmare mode. I'll do normal. I always do normal when I play games. It makes it more fun for me. When I run by an enemy, look for a safe haven. I think the gameplay in this game could be completely different from Alan Wake 1. Completely, you know? And it's kind of exciting but daunting at the same time because you get used to it so much so. Like, the gameplay in a lot of games and its sequels is usually the same. Like at Borderlands, any FPS, Infamous, all games are the same. Fucking Spider-Man, they're all the same. This could be the only time where its sequel is fundamentally different. And I don't know how I feel about that. But we will find out soon. Like, now. Let's go.
Back to the beginning. We
Look
all
at him.
come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Just the dark
In a
presence.
horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
The audio is very fucking good. Oh, he's a deer head. I only need a pat like
This
10
is
of
not
them.
the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Damn. Is that Alex? Look at his body. That ass. Or was that Alan? Ugh. I need the light to fucking shine on me, you know? I have this light here, but you can barely fucking see it. You guys don't see it, but his ass is just right there. He was just meant to be. You can skip it. I'm not gonna fucking skip it. Why the fuck would I skip it?
Where'd he gone?
Is this meant to be Alex? I don't know, because we don't know if we play as Alex. I'm pronouncing it as Alex. It's Alex. Damn, the audio is insanely good. It's a complete step up from the first Alan Wake. Movies don't really have that, but games fucking do it every time. I mean, dear Ed. Ah, damn Alan. Giving us fucking scare. This has way more jump scares than the fucking first game does. It starts sprinting by holding down L3. Okay, that's how you sprint in games normally. But in the first game, you had to use L1. There goes a monster. I feel the rain in the controller. Imagine the controller become human with this fucking haptic feedback. It'd be crazy. Shit, is that meant to be the girl who plays Saga? I'm thoroughly confused with that. Alan, wait, dude. That was like a cold open, but like not a comedy one. A lot of sci-fi drama and crime shows have that. Ever know?
Hey kiddo, how are you?
Sam Lake, David Hayward.
Good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom!
Just
it's
tying
not
to
your
Wolverine.
fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Oh shit.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
That's Sam Lake. That means that's Alex Casey.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead.
This
Think of
isn't
me as the backup.
Alex Casey is a detective, right?
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
It's weird because that doesn't sound like Sam Lake's voice. It's crazy.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
This looks insanely
A
good.
deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll try.
Oh shit, is the girl? What's her name? Sarah?
out that map.
Return 1 invitation.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Okay, it has the same weapon layout. Does it have a melee?
I should take a look at that map.
Charm slots let you equip charms to enhance Saga's abilities. Only charms can be equipped in the charm slots. So I have a gun and a flashlight. But then alright, it's gonna take some getting used to using the torch being not out the entire time. Maybe that's how they're gonna do it this game. It's not gonna be unlimited, which I kind of was like, this is a little bit weird, but then I really liked it. So you can just stand around. There is no chapter select. Note this guide uses the in-game chapter name as seen in save game. Chapter labeling in trophy achievement list doesn't always match the in-game chapters. Okay.
There's the car. So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear. I'll check out that map.
I wanna look at the deer head ones because apparently you get a secret thing with that. And I kinda want the secrets. Alright, so the first collectible we just get in the story, which is I really like. Pick up a map. Then we can use the map.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Oh, so this is how this is. Do we have to get a map per... Do we have to get a map per place? Because this is just... This is... Holy shit, this is the entire area.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy. I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
Oh, you can't do the right side, it's the left side. It's gonna take a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna have to walk up here I mean, because you can always come back. Apparently, you can come back to everywhere in this game.
Hey, over here.
Over here.
Hey there, Agent Kate. Try to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
When are those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan?
Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some, organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Yeah, but I want to go this way. Oh, because that wasn't there before, was it? I like how it's a slow start.
Are they gone? Fucking out-of-towners. We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
I'm trying to listen to them. You can access the case wall inside the mine place.
The Mine Place. My version of the Mine Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mine Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Case wall is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Holy shit. That's the big map. Ooh. Alright then. Victims. All victims are reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Confidential, what does this say? series of murders have occurred around the town of Rifles. Finding the conditions will help our search for the killer. Is it going to be Alan or something else? And the victims are Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists. The victim was reported missing 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Found in Colton Lake 2018, some organs missing. Predation? Fucking no. Said of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos, found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Was this the character we just played as? So I don't think it is, because 2 weeks ago, why would the body still be out there? Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in murders, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water. Post-mortem? Question mark. Bruising on wrists and legs. 2 of the victims had bruising. Some form of restraint. Strapped or belted down. Deep gash in the chest. Heart missing. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with the 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of the body. All bodies experience bloating. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in water. And final, killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Victim 3 was covered in illegible tattoos, a message from the killer maybe, or their art. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Killer may be a sportsman or hunter. So can we come here any time in the game? I do wonder if the store's going to be open sometime.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
It doesn't
Let's head
pause
down
the
hill to the
game.
crime scene.
I was just thinking that.
Fucking nature. Gives me a...
Literally, I was just thinking about that. If we could just come here in case of like scary stuff, but no. That's fucking cool though. Terrifying but cool. I'm gonna have to get used to that, just accidentally going there back and forth. Because the next collectible's up around here. It's weird how Sam Lake cast himself as Alex Casey. I really thought Ilka was gonna be it. Because Ilka played, the other dude. Alan Wake.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Holy shit, is this based on the book? Because when Alex Casey died in the final book. Before departure. I don't want to read all this shit. Chaos, Colton Lake. I mean, it's cool to fucking... If you want to read it, sure. But I'm not gonna fucking read all this shit. It's too much reading in a game. It's probably just random fires. He's probably just extending some, like, background lore, but... I wonder how different the gameplay will be playing a Saga. Starting fires is prohibited. I kind of would have preferred playing as Alex Casey. It would have made more sense than a brand new character, but it's fine.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all of its inverted glory. It must be a fever dream if you haven't played Alan Wake Remastered or the OG one in a couple years, and just going back into it. You're like, oh hey, I remember this. I remember doing all of it, going through this thing. It must be a fever dream, like doing that in such a different manner. Kind of like walking around Los Santos in GTA 5 after doing it so much so in San Andreas. Because that's the only thing I can fucking like correspond to. Oh shit.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back. Is that a... I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
I'd really fucking walk around all the way back there, but I don't want to do that. Having the collectibles be pinpointed on the map will be such a lifesaver. There's a charm for it, but I don't know how to get it. Mortar Falls. Mortar Falls, this powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle. Quite like the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have some sort of to use travel through the night sky.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Please don't tell me it's that just that, and he's not the one from the books, because that's what everyone thought, right? That's what the trailer built up, unless he believes he's a real person. That means the books exist, but not Alan Wake. Cause we learn that Alan Wake, just like Thomas Zane, is forgotten, right? Right? My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Manuscript fragments 1. Or 2. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Go here to upgrade weapon. Okay, hold down fire, increase magazine size, land 2 headshots and quick succession to stun an enemy. I think more bullets will be better than any of these. Auto fire, I don't really like auto fire. Unless, I don't know, because I don't know how much ammo you can get. So now if we go in here, theoretically, it's gonna say lunch box. I really like the sprinting in a lot of games. You just hold it down, then you can just go.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Not a bad place to get...
Oh shit, that doesn't pause either. Oops.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I thought it was gonna be a bigger general store, but it's this tiny thing.
Hey!
Hi.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Are you asking me? Alex.
Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlocked your first key image. You can place it in the caseboard inside the mine place. Up allows Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with X and placed on the caseboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing key image on the caseboard begins a new timeline of investigation. Another body has been found in the woods by perfect timing to see like killing. Blah, 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 blah. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable in the case board. Your goals. Investigate the crime scene. You are now free to examine the case board or leave to complete this objective.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Found a strange lunchbox. Who left it here? Should I keep an eye out for others? What the fuck am I meant to... You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Okay.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Mm-hmm. And the heart.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Let's go back in. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question. This is consistent with previous killings.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues can be resolved. The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As your advantage via investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the updated goals by pressing triangle. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Every fucking tripod holds cameras.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
For later. For later.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Going the wrong fucking way. That was very confusing, because I like maps being in the top right.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Monday, 9 of the 3rd, or 3rd of the 9. Fucking America's weird. Some suspicions, suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Tuesday, nothing to report, some metals regular. Wednesday, hunters out after dark approaches. Heard some gunshots, not one of ours. Got to keep an eye on those people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. It's gonna be one of those games where you just walk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. But if you're having a good day, ignore this whole thing. Minus your fragments found 1. Now let's run back down there. I don't know if I have to solve it, then it continues, or if I just walk around something will start. I don't know, because This gameplay is much more slower than Alan Wake 1. I don't know if going back into the dark place with Alan is going to change up the gameplay, or if this is just the beginning of the game. I don't know.
But you can trust me. Well, I've been doing some deep research online. Confidential matters, confidential. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? Did you let the truth? Average Joe?
Anderson! Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Confused, wash hands, take fridge and chicken out of fridge, take a nap. Secret stashes. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Got more ammo. And trauma powder. I wonder if the symbols will be in the room behind us.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Alright, so we have the symbols throughout the house. By what order? Of the spear warning to you fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. Alan. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else? Something less natural and much more man-made? Intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies machinery ready to be activated. Ready to be activated at a press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. The real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline. Engineered structure, strange machines? Question mark, question mark. Maybe it's her piecing together Alan's story. Then Alan is just trying to leave the dark place.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So, he didn't die in the first game then. So he plays the character we hated?
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Got the boot. So, he was rogue in the first game? Or was the timeline shifted because of the events of other games that got to do with this universe? Anyways, let's go back to the mine place. Fuck me. I'm gonna get used to these. Does this mean there's another thing? Probably. So, how does that work? I once heard of him again 13 years why service now. Where's he been?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Maybe it's because everyone's forgotten about Alan Wake, like Thomas Zane.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Look at his chiseled face, bro.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him.
Maybe...
But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Maybe Barbara did it.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Sorry, what? You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. So are we going to see the image of Alex, not Alex, Alan?
This mug always cheers me up.
Using your intuition, so I get it. Blah 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 blah. Missing person, ritual murder.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Thomas or Alan?
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll...
Let's go down to the this lookout down here. I think the lake is down this area anyway.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I wanna have, because I want to get the collectibles before like enemies appear as well. UFOs, so can go dispelling unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 AM after I'd finished my armor on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Colvin Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. It, not this time, frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects, nothing but when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the after image of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. He was right to come to Bright Falls. Was that talking about Alan? Or Thomas? How do you like the knitting, hero? I had it made just for you. another one. It's so weird going from this to that, you know?
Hey, Casey. What's the Forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Did you get lost, Anderson? I didn't know trees got that big.
Fat boy.
Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
That's Barbara. It's definitely fucking
A
Barbara.
witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
There is no mystery that Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff. I shot the sheriff. Drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. It's weird how this is only 5 minutes long, yet it's taking me such a long time to get everything. I have to go back.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Because it doesn't really I mean, in the normal first Alan Wake game, you can actually, like, feel like, oh, this is the way to go. This is a different path. The witch's hut. The witch's hut. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Is it locked and boarded? Is there anything in here we can pick up? Or interact with? There's footsteps. Creepy. apparently there's another one up here, and I don't know if we're gonna get to that or not. Legitimately, exploring's one of my favorite thing in games. You know, Ghost of Tsushima, that's all I fucking did. Friday, Midge told me that today her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in the big city, because that's fair. But who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday, so I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday, I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going down there. I'm going to find out what. I'm going to go back here tomorrow and with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's going to be epic. Fucking famous last words, I suppose. Battery pack. Why am I dead? Oh, it's hidden.
There's another lunchbox.
I wonder if this game is designed for you just to fuck off and do stuff in Saga's thing. Because I don't know. It's probably going to be enemies. We have guns. We have weapons. I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Wait, does this mean Alice is fucking doing all the shit? That has to mean something. You know? That has to mean something. Alan Wake? The hell are these? So they do remember Alan Wake, but they don't remember him being here, I suppose. It's fucking confusing. This game is very lore heavy, and it's complete departure from what the first game was thus far. I mean, I like how you just run back and forth. I mean, it's probably going to be a place where like, oh, do you want to continue? Yes or no? Because I'd rather just get all collectibles in one go and fucking just move on from there.
Flashbacks.
Why is it dark on his screen, but it's not on mine? It's weird.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
Okay, so I can't gather. I think I just have to continue because in this video I'm following, we have Sam likes Alex Casey there. So I'm assuming he's gonna give us the key to open that, and then I can get the next collectible. Which kind of makes me feel at ease, so I don't need to constantly worry about collectibles, because knowing that there's no chapter select in this game, like how there was in the first one, I'm kind of a bit more anxious to get everything in my first run. I mean, probably can run back here fucking any time of the game, to be honest. It's probably the game's set up like that. They could come back again and again and again. But what I would assume is that they would change up everything. Let's continue.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Examine the lakeshore, examine the block path.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Can I fucking pick it up? It's a manuscript page.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.
Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
That's what I wanted to happen. I wanted him to communicate with Saga by typing. And that's what's happening. Because he's still in the dark place. You know, he must have conjured Alex Casey to existence and bring them here. But I don't know how they're going to explain Alex Casey being like not a real person. I don't know. We have fucking plenty more of gameplay to fucking figure that shit out.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Yeah.
I wonder if they find out it's actually Alan Wake, they're gonna lose their minds or something. I don't know. Fuck, that's actually very terrifying to think about.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Alright, who's this character talking to?
What?
I have 7 upgrades.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
Oh, I have 7. I don't have 7 upgrades available. I have 7 manuscript parts. Alright, there's probably more things around. That's how you exit.
Mom may be gone. But whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her. So having a daughter named Logan is so weird. Logan's such like a non-girl name. Like, what's a good feminine type nickname for that? There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your insanity. But when things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love always, Mom. I always find it fascinating that it's Mom. You know, Mom. I pronounce it as Mom and not Mum. It's Mom. If you're stuck or unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the mind space. Oh, I always forget that.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay,
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Oh man, this is the leg, is it not? It's very interesting. It's very lore heavy, which is kind of a bit annoying. I kind of prefer games that like show us shit and not tell us it.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Hey, what happened to Sarah? Oh, unless this is her father. Something fishy is going on. Did Alan change the story? You know, is Barry, Sarah, and Alex safe, but then everyone else is up for grabs? Is that what's going on? What?
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Run past there. Jump up there.
Another one of those lunchbox. Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. 2 more.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
Gonna get the Bright Falls map next. Where to, Mr. Casey? I have a hunch he's gonna die. Or maybe is it based on the book? I don't fucking know. I want to know, is this character a real character or not?
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Where is the body? Are we gonna use the shortcut key like for everything? Because Sheriff Breaker had a bunch of them. another way to get around, I suppose.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
I mean, how the fuck did we get there in the first place? Oh, we walked around. I assume as soon as it hits nighttime, everything's gonna fucking
I can't get
destroy
that
us.
manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Right, looks like
Need to
Denton
swing by
did-
the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
How much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
I need bolt cutters.
Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World. Get it where you can. Get it now. Jesus, Charlie. What do you shoot? Isn't it, Charlie? Are you as comfortable as I am? You don't think
Oh dear. Cute.
I like how we can actually explore the town without fucking trying to run.
The FBI, welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
I knew it was gonna be here. Fucking here. Alice? I wonder, does Alice live here or not? I wouldn't be surprised. Wow. Wow. It's fucking tiny. That's Cynthia. Grand reopening. Founders Park was relocated after the small town keeps growing. Yeah, blah 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 blah. I was like, just get all the collectibles before you continue the story, because sometimes you just can't.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Now why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that and scaring the poor...
Sorry.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
You wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. 5. Fuck.
Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
I think a lot of people would have gotten their first upgrade before they even started firing it, so it didn't make sense narratively, but that's fine for me. You know?
Hello, how are you?
Who else to keep this city clean if not I? Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of
A lot of these places I don't think we've seen. I think we've seen this hill.
A pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guys.
It's not gonna be open, is it? No. I knew it! Games usually, like, do that, so you don't, like, advance the story by accident. But explorable games, such as this one, kind of makes you want to do that before continuing, because there's a bunch of things you can pick up. Like, I have a bunch of ammo and shit, and I haven't faced an enemy yet in this game. And I don't think I will tonight, because we're at the end of this return, which I think I'm gonna have to hop off, because it's only midnight, and I kind of want to do more Guitar Hero than usual.
Welcome back, Anderson.
You mean the Hot Joe?
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case
I do wonder when the game's just gonna turn and be like everything we do is fighting, because
sure, but it's slowed down.
Like, because since we have a gun, Saga's going to be able to shoot some enemies, but when is that going to happen? You know, when?
Ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Which box is out of order? This the old poor thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm as a bigger fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on.
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
Rest easy, buddy.
I was told the next one was in fucking. It's fucking weird being here, bro.
I need a tool to get this open.
I'll be back. Goodbye. I didn't even check to think of going into the lodge. fuck's the door? Blah 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 blah.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Hey, how are you doing?
I feel bad for these guys.
Huh, so it's different.
It's not opening.
So it's different in here. It's pretty cool. Because what, legit, what happens if we do this? That's actually crazy. Imagine if we're in the dark place right now, but then once we do this, we're not. That's fucking crazy. It's fucking like Stranger Things type thing. Because she's always just standing waiting to be controlled, right? It's fucking terrifying.
It won't open.
Oh, the guitar on the fucking pool table.
Hello, how's it going?
Recursion, like, look into news and rumors focus on 2010, cross-references with old case files from New York cult, similarities, commonalities, and methodology, part of series, find out name of good coffee from Donna. Ah, the reflection will be in there. Some modern games have reflections, some don't. It's a weird glitch.
I can't force it open.
So I'm assuming one of these rooms is us, the other one's is hers. Oh, his. How it's not in order, it's in place and place. So we've got 3 of 12 already just by doing it. Ah, shout the sheriff.
Just a few more days.
Every single brand new game is slow like this. I know what you're gonna think I'm thinking right now, but this reminds me a lot of RoboCop, but it's better because we can actually run.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us?
I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Why so many kids in these movies act like they're top shit when talking to authority? I fucking hate it.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
It wasn't legal. You were trespassing. You fucking dickheads. It was a fence. What the? Why do they think they're top shit? Oh my god. Also, so that confirms that everyone remembers Alan Wake. Okay.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
It was a naked man going out of the thing. He was shouting help. He was shouting help. And you thought he was fucking being a sex offender? My god.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
My god, I hate her.
They were shouting.
She's so fucking
Cult
pretentious.
Of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree. Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying.
You found a what? You found a what? What's she hiding? What the fuck? I don't like her. I like him, I hate her.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
But she wants to be another Alan Wake.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
It's fucking weird.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
A lot of writers are pretentious. I've found. And just in day-to-day life, like, they think they're top shit, especially at my uni. Like when they're either reading their work or talking about other people's work, they think they're like smarter than everyone else in the room because they've read a book. It's kind of annoying, but
I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
can I do DFS? That's a good question.
Doesn't look right. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
Got the same rose.
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
She was being a little bit rude to Rose, but that's okay, I suppose. Is that really the same Rose? If so, she's been working here for so long. How do I look into the people? I've seen a bunch. Must be later, I suppose.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it.
Thank you,
Saga.
I think if you're being threatened that you're gonna go to jail for a murder, being this obnoxious towards an officer is not the best thing to do. I don't know
It's
what.
a part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Like, that mentality is like, he's what you're meant to be like in this type of situation. No. Wow. Wow. Wow.
All set. My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Killia would get bored.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep.
How are you, Agent?
Oh dear, I am a tourist.
Have a nice day. Agent?
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide also. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park.
fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermal.
Haha. It's pretty fun. Hang on. They must have renovated or something because it was a massive room in the other game.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Yeah, I don't know about you folks, but I don't care for all these gruesome murders and whatnot right here in our wholesome little town. It's not what I signed up for.
This line of work is not for the faint of heart.
Faint of... Oh.
Are we done with all this official business yet? I have a breakfast bagel waiting for me.
I think there's more collectibles in the game, the guy's telling me, because there's trophies, but then there's other collectibles you can get. Like the deer head one isn't for the trophy.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softie Casey is.
9 remaining.
No. I've gotten 3. That makes sense. Now I just need to explore my own world. Painkillers. I do wonder. Oh, this is the thing that's making the noise. I thought it was a fucking bathroom. That's fucking different. Did they extend it? I want to know in universe, not game developer wise, but because when you opened the door before, there was a TV there, and then you just walk down the hall.
They locked up an innocent man. I swear I didn't do anything. They're a lying bunch of bastards. You believe me, right?
This feels more like a prison, like a holding cell thing that the first game, to be honest.